Hi, this is my presentation on writing and literacy instruction in the English language classroom, English language arts classroom for Module 5. So I chose to read the article by Theodore Fabiano, published in 2017 in the English Journal, titled "A Perfect Fit for Our Era Using New Yorker Covers to Generate Curiosity and Provoke Argument in the ELA Classroom." So the goal was to encourage argumentative writing by examining covers from the New Yorker. So first he had students observe all these different covers and then make a list of observations and questions. Just observations. Then the students shared their lists in the classroom and discussed their observations together, noticing differences between their observations and who noticed what and why. Students were then challenged to create a list of what they imagined to be essential questions behind the cover. So these ranged anywhere from why is it blue to what made them highlight the contrast between brick and cement. So multi-level questions that they could then answer in their writing. Fabiano says these questions generated by students invite the kind of investment lacking in most argumentative assignments. So the whole idea was to get students invested in the process of crafting an argument down to maybe the very specific, minute details of what matters within a specific argument that they may be talking about. He also states that I recognize that there are many ways that students could show learning. Through this process, he realized that learning does not just have to come in the form of writing, but rather in the whole process of setting up to produce a final product. So he said he could see their learning through eliminating possible answers, clarifying their central questions, and even demonstrating confusion on difficult subjects. Ideas for my own classroom? I would love to do this activity. I think it would be really great, especially with the anniversary of the pandemic coming up. Of course, I'd have to be careful because I know a lot of students have lost loved ones due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but some of the cover photos are just so striking from the New Yorker. So this one right here is from March 30th, and it's an empty, I think that's Union Station, and it's completely empty. This one is from December 7th, 2020, so when we've grown old and tired of the pandemic. This other one I think could be slightly triggering, but it is taken in April 6th of 2020, showing doctors and nurses FaceTiming their loved ones. I think that these covers could promote a lot of essential questions, and I think that I could see students getting really excited about this, but again, I would have to be careful about their emotional well-being while doing this activity in particular. I would also have to take care to set up the activity in a way that provides ample time for students to first strengthen their visual literacy in general. So maybe taking some time to introduce this topic through journal prompts or other low-stakes assignments before jumping right into a big argumentative writing piece. Some suggestions for other content areas. These are just some questions to think about. Are there any major publications that relate to your content area, or any symbolic or historical pictures that you could display in your classroom to provoke and promote different styles of writing and reading? Anything works, I think, for this type of activity. I also thought about maybe having the students create their own historic or symbolic picture that encapsulates your content area in this moment of time. So if something doesn't exist for students in the weight room, what aspects of weightlifting, what aspects of physical education kind of encapsulate the era that we're living in that they could take a picture of. And another question to think about for other content areas, as well as my own, is what kind of reading or discussion would need to take place in order to promote the production of this historical picture. Some questions about the article. I would like to know what kind of resources can be used to scaffold this activity for lower level English students. I think I could see my upper level English students doing this activity with ease right now, but I know that I would have to spend, like I mentioned previously, more time building up and strengthening their idea of visual literacy before jumping right into a huge project like this. This article discusses the importance of promoting visual literacy. On that same topic, I wonder what kinds of ideas and exercises were used to help students practice the skill set before going into their own main activity. Those are my 2 questions. Thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to reading your comments.